Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Talkin Movies. I'm your host, the real Geno Reynolds, and today we're going to be talking about a Mother's Day weekend double feature, I guess. These are two movies that I wouldn't recommend taking your mom to go see over Mother's Day. I'd have to think about it, but I'm sure there's got to be something better out there that you could take mama to go see if you're going to go to the movies. The first movie I'm going to be talking about is Breaking In. After a woman's father dies in an accident, yeah, we'll just call it an accident, his daughter and grandkids travel to a secluded home to prepare it for sale. On their first night they're there, four men try to invade the home in search of something. It's money. They're after money. After the kids are taken hostage inside of the home, it's up to their mom to get inside of the house and save them. And you don't piss off mama. Short and sweet. There's nothing really special about this run-of-the-mill thriller. If you've seen the trailer for this one, you pretty much know everything that's gonna happen. The criminals want something. It's money. Family is in the wrong place at the wrong time. Kids get taken. Mama gets pissed. And criminals get wrecked. Even if you haven't seen the trailer, you'll figure out pretty quick everything that is about to happen in the movie. When it comes to the characters, all of them, and I do mean all of them, are really generic, even the main ones. Keep in mind, I usually really enjoy Gabrielle Union and Billy Burke in movies. I like both of them as actors. The family in this movie is your normal, everyday family that has to rise to the occasion when the crap hits the fan. You've seen it 100 times in movies. Union's character, in a way, kind of reminded me of Halle Berry's character from Kidnap, if you saw that movie. If you haven't, don't. But she reminded me of her, but it was not as ridiculously overacted. It was more of what I kind of expected from Kidnap instead of Halle Berry freaking out for however long that movie was. It was short, but it felt long. The villains are pretty boring. There are four of them. There's the alpha leader, that's Burke. The possible tweaker, who is also the quote-unquote unsure one, if you know what I mean. You know, the one that's second-guessing everything. Gotta have one of those. There's the just-out-of-prison gangsta essay and the safecracker. None of them, even the leader, is really any good at their jobs. They don't really accomplish much. The problem I really have with this movie, and I'm not really surprised by this since it was a PG-13, there's no real danger. You know what I mean? You know that everything and almost everybody is going to be okay in the end, except for that one friend, and in this case, it's the realtor that's trying to help the main character sell the home. There's that one friend that has to die, just so you know the bad guys are serious. You know, they have to kill him before they call the police because, oh my god, they just discovered something's wrong. You know, and then they had to die. Well, there's one of those, because of course there is. But other than that, you're pretty sure all the good guys are going to be okay. It's just that kind of movie. As a thriller, it's okay, but it's nothing special. I wouldn't really recommend it as a theater watch, even at a matinee price. It's a rental at best. If you like Gabrielle Union, I mean, she's alright in it. If you like Billy Burke, he's alright in it, but again, their characters are generic. The gangsta essay, you know, he's that, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? When I say that, he's ridiculous. He has the wife beater, the slick backed hair, the arm sleeves, he's got the Hispanic mustache, the stereotype of I just got out of prison and I'm Hispanic character. You know exactly what I'm talking about. He's probably the most ridiculous character in the movie, because boy, talk about overacting. But anyway, yeah, movie rental at best. If you want to hear about my experience at the theater seeing Breaking In, which was, and I'm being sarcastic here, quite fun, make sure to check out my latest episode of Get on the Mic. That's episode number 27, where I talk about that. Now on to the second movie of our quote-unquote Mother's Day double feature is Life of the Party. This is Melissa McCarthy's new movie. After her husband abruptly asks for a divorce, a middle-aged mother returns to college in order to complete her degree. Can I ask you guys something a little off subject? Well, kinda. Have you seen the trailer for the movie Can You Ever Forgive Me? Starring Melissa McCarthy and Richard E. Grant. Melissa McCarthy seems like in that trailer, she is going to give probably one of the best performances of her career, if the trailer isn't any indication. I've seen the trailer a number of times, and I'm impressed every time by her performance in the trailer. And I've seen it, like I said, a number of times. And one of the times I saw it was before sitting through this piece of crap. By now, do I really need to explain why these Melissa McCarthy movies don't work? And it's not personal. It really isn't. Because I know she's better than this, and we'll get to that in a second. The humor of this, the humor of these movies, which were never really, the humor was never really good to begin with, is tired. This movie is horribly unfunny. It's just so boring. And even when there is any hint at a good joke, they mess it up somehow by either like telling it in the wrong order or just forcing it or whatever. It didn't happen often, but there was a couple times like, man, if you would have told it that way, I might have actually laughed once. Everything that happens in this movie is stuff you've seen in other quote-unquote going to college or school kind of movies. Sex jokes, bullies, themed parties, weird roommates or friends that will have an impact at the end because the main character was nice to them, etc. It's all here. For those that would say something like, I should have known this was going to be bad, either because of the trailer or McCarthy's track record, part of me still hopes she'll score another movie like Spy. I don't know why I still hope that, but I do. Maybe because of that movie, I know that with clever comedy writing, she can be really good. Or with a good premise, she can be really good. It's just too bad it hasn't happened that often, and really Spy's the only one I can really think of that I actually liked. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's going to say this in their review. I'll bet many people have said this already, but I'll sound like a broken record anyway. Just watch Rodney Dangerfield's Back to School instead. That one's not even my favorite movie, but at least it's funny. Look, I'm not going to waste any more of your time, or my time for that matter, talking about this one. It's not good. I don't normally grade movies. You know me, I just give my thoughts, but since this one does have a school plot, I'm going to give this one an F for F this movie. And that is all I'm going to talk about this one. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to Talkin Movies. As always, I am your host, the real Geno Reynolds. See you next time. Peace.